And the wideout in motion. They go play action now. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's got room. And oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Here's Carson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Wilson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Back now in Seattle, Washington. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 32-yard line.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Wilson on the keeper. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid game there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
Here's the sneak with Wilson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. And his kick is right through. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 44 yards on the ground. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Here's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. The play clock's running down. Throwing. Prescott. Going right side. He has Witten. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Jason Garrett's going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They'll run it with Elliott. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now with Smith. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw, eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's first and goal. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So now it's first and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Anthony Hitchens in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to drop a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night